After seeing how the log helped in moving loads, people in the Neolithic age were excited. They used wooden sledges and their strength to move loads. It was very tired for them. The land in Mesopotamia was challenging too. Imagine walking through muddy paths with a heavy sledge. It made moving things hard. But with the log trick, moving friends could now travel with much less hard effort.
Yes, the idea of placing logs under sledges quickly spread. People began to use this method in many places. They were happy to find a way to make their work easier. The first rolling attempts became more common. With each experiment, people found new ways to reduce hard work. It was like magic, turning a tough task into something much smoother and faster. Humanity found a way to begin its journey toward making wheels.
Let's go back to Mesopotamia and see how people started using wheels for more than just moving things. By around 4000 BCE, they had created something called the potter's wheel. It was a big help in making pottery. Before this, people had to mold every pot by hand, and it took a long time. But with the potter's wheel, they could spin the clay around and make round pots much faster and better.
Yes, this potter's wheel was slow but very helpful. Then around 3000 BCE, they made faster wheels. This let people make the pots even quicker and more precisely. Imagine being able to make a pot that was smooth and perfectly round. That kind of precision made their pottery look nicer, and they could make many more pots in less time. It was quite revolutionary for the art of making pottery.
What's interesting is that at first, wheels were more about art than transportation. People didn't think to use wheels for carts yet. They were busy making beautiful pottery and enjoying their new tools. It shows how human creativity finds use in many ways. The wheel wasn't just about moving goods, it became a key part of crafts and art. The journey from simple ideas to big breakthroughs is fascinating and shows how we solve problems in unexpected ways.
Exactly. And it's amazing to see how the idea of the wheel started with art and then grew into something so much bigger. People took small steps, but each one led to another. Eventually, someone realized that if wheels can help spin pots, they could also help move carts. This was a big change, but it all started with creativity and pottery. The early wheels were a magical step and opened up new possibilities for the future.
In around 3500 BC, something exciting happened with wheels. People were trying to make wheels for carts. They made thick, heavy, round discs from wood. These first wheels were not smooth to move, but they were a big step. The Sumerians were very clever too. They started to write about these wheel ideas on clay tablets. They wanted to save their designs and share them with others.
Yes, but there was a problem at first. The wheels and the axle turned together, which made them rub a lot. This caused noisy friction and bumpy rides. It wasn't comfortable at all. People needed to find a way to fix this. Even though it was not perfect, it was the start of something new and big. People kept using wheels and tried to make them better.
The early designs were amazing for their time, but they had challenges. People noticed that with all the friction, the movement was slow. That did not stop them, though. They saw the potential for moving heavy things easily. They knew these new wheels could help a lot in their daily life. Even if it was not always smooth, the idea of using wheels to move things was becoming more popular.
Absolutely. The development did not stop with just these early wheels. Folks began experimenting and thinking of ways to improve. They wanted something that would offer a smoother ride. The dream was to travel without all that noise and effort. Every time they faced a challenge, it only pushed them to think harder and search for new ways to make the wheels work better.
Now, let's look at what happened next. People noticed that the old wheels had problems when both the wheel and axle moved together. So they needed to make a change. They decided to let the wheel spin around a fixed axle. This was a big idea. When they did this, the rides became much smoother. It was easier to travel without everything shaking and making noise.
Yes, that really helped the wheels work better. It was a very clever solution. Then, people wanted to make the wheels even lighter. So, by around 2000 BCE, the Hittites and Minoans came up with the spoke wheel. These wheels had wooden spokes instead of being one solid piece. The carts became lighter and moved faster. It was a big change, making travel quicker and more fun.
With the spoke wheels, everything changed. The light wheels made it easy to carry heavy things. Not only that, but people also started using these carts in battles. Fast chariots helped soldiers move quickly in battles. They could come and go very fast, surprising their enemies. It was not just about moving goods now, but also about moving fast in combat. These changes made a big difference.
Exactly. It's amazing how one idea can lead to so many new things. The wheels kept getting better, and people found new ways to use them. They didn't stop improving. Every new idea just made it easier and faster to move. The solutions they found helped people in so many ways and made life much more efficient. It's fascinating to see how people continued to innovate.
As we journey through time, we see that wheels were not just a thing of one place. In the Indus Valley, by 2500 BCE, people were already using carts with wheels. They found ways to move goods easily across their cities. The lands of the Indus Valley were busy and full of life. These wheels made things faster and simpler, helping trade and daily life. A lot changed with wheels.
That's true. And did you know in ancient Mesoamerica, by 1500 BCE, they had small toys with wheels? It's interesting. Even though they didn't use large wheels for transport like other places, they still saw the fun in wheels. It's amazing how different parts of the world used wheels in their own unique ways. Each culture found something special in these round wonders, which is so cool to see.
Around the world, the wheel really showed its power in different ways. Some places used them for travel, others for fun or art. The Indus people showed us how wheels could help goods and trade. It's amazing how, by using their creativity, they adapted the wheel to fit their lives. This shows us that while all cultures had wheels, they were not always used the same way.
Yes, isn't it fascinating? Each culture had its reasons and ways to use wheels. For some, they were a tool to make life easier, while others found imaginative ways to include them in toys or art. This diversity really tells us a lot about how people think and live. The wheel, though simple, really did become a part of different cultures in many different and exciting ways.
Now, let's talk about how wheels changed even more. Over time, people made the parts that hold wheels better. There were new ideas for axles and wheel assemblies. This meant that wheels could spin even more smoothly. These changes helped make travel and work easier. Through the years, wheels kept getting better little by little, showing us how people always want to improve things.
Absolutely. One big change was in the 1840s. A man named Charles Goodyear came up with vulcanized rubber. This was special because it made rubber stronger and more flexible. It was no longer just soft. Later, in 1887, John Boyd Dunlop invented pneumatic tires. These tires were filled with air, so rides became more comfortable. It really changed how people felt when they were traveling or using different machines.
The introduction of vulcanized rubber made wheels last longer and work better. They didn't wear out easily, and that made travel much smoother. Pneumatic tires were especially amazing. They softened the bumps on roads, meaning people could ride bikes or drive cars more comfortably. This invention also allowed vehicles to move faster and carry heavier loads with ease. All of this showed how important wheels were becoming.
Yes, those advancements made a big difference. It's interesting to see how something as simple as a wheel evolved into what we have now. Cars and bicycles became accessible for more people, making life easier and more fun. Imagine riding on those old bumpy roads without these new tires. These inventions made transportation a lot better, and today's wheels owe so much to those early inventions. The wheel's journey has come such a long way. Our thanks go to all the people from long ago who had bright ideas and tried new things. Thanks to them, we have wheels that help us move easily now. If you like history and want to hear more fun stories, please like and comment. Your support is important, and it helps us share more fun histories with you. Thank you, and see you in the next episode.